Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks, part 2 of this. Just yesterday I drew this and I thought I'm going to try to make it look a little better. So in the first video I changed it with the shape tool, and this way I'm going to change it. If this thing is, let's make it 4 inches, and let's change our corner radius to 2. See, we can do it that way, or we can do it the way I did in the first video. So it's personal preference, whichever way you like. I'm going to go to go to Effect and Contour, and I'm going to contour that same 1 inch. And that came out pretty good. So I'm going to go Object, Break Contour Part. This time I'm going to make a very little line to make it maybe a little bit better. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go and make it like let's make it a little bit thicker than that. Let's go 8 points. I'm going to go to Object, convert the outline to an object, and I'm going to left click, right click, and I'm going to group that together, Control G. I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate and move it over. And because I did 1 inch nudge, or 1 inch contour, I can move this over 1 inch. I'm trying to get this space and this space and this space the same. Control G to group it and hit P to put it in the center of the page. Control D and make a duplicate and rotate it 90 degrees. That's about what I want. See, now my lines are going to be quite a bit thinner. And like the last video, I don't do this a lot. And you could do this with a Smart Fill tool too, but I find it a lot easier. So we need to cut away this line. I'm going to hold down the Alt key. And because we cut down that line, I'm going to cut down this line. And because we cut down that line, I'm going to cut down this line. So basically you're just doing 4 cuts that are opposite. And you just need to make these parts where they're going to connect. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make sure I group this together, Control G. I'm going to use that burnt orange color this time. And I'm going to fill that in, that in, that in, and that in. And you can kind of see it looks like almost like a heart. Let's move that out of the way. I'm going to Control G to group it. You know what? I'm going to weld it. That'll make all those pieces the same. And you know what? I can do my smart field now, or my interactive field now. I think maybe I shouldn't have welded it. I'm going to grab that right. Okay, I welded it together, so it's not going to work. So let me back up here to where it's not welded and move this out of the way, and then I'll weld it. And this still might not work. So I'm going to take this right here and see how it's changing that over there, because that was what was picked. So you need to pick this with your shape or your pick tool first. And I'm going to try to put a little bit of black. This is going to be hard because the fact that we're doing both sides. But see, you can kind of do that and make them almost the same. And what I'm trying to do is make this under part under. So this is actually going to go under both ways. This is a lot easier. So first of all, I'm going to grab it. And then I'm going to get my interactive field tool, and I'm going to put black on both ends. It's going to turn it way black, but then I can get that orange. And my lines don't look very small like I thought they were. And that's too much black, so I'm going to just take this black out of the picture. Take this black out of I don't know why that happens. I guess I don't grab it good enough. Then let's bring that orange in. I just want a little bit of orange. Now I'm going to grab this one. And you could probably split this in half and do them individually. But with the corner rotation, I missed the mark. See, it didn't really change this one, but if we there we go, let's just kind of move that handle. This is too much black on that one end. Let's move the orange. See, just give a little bit of an orange, like it's going underneath. Now I'm going to Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it, Alt C to have it rotate from the center, and rotated that 90 degrees. Then Control D, Control D. Now let's look at it with the black box effect. I really think my lines are still too dark, but if we go Object, Order, Back a Page, you can kind of see that it looks like it's woven and kind of going in there. You know what? That one looks like it kind of lost did I not do that one? No, because that one's not there. So when I do that, that one and this, you know what? I didn't do it. I didn't do this one right here. So, so I've got to go to Object, Group, and ungroup it. Do the same thing. You know, see all the interactive fields? So, whoa. So I need to, pretty sure that was ungrouped. And then let's put black on both ends on this one. So this is really a lot easier than when they're doubled up like that around that corner. And now let's put orange in the middle. Let's back up. It's a little bit too much. I just want a tint of black. That looks pretty good. I'll maybe make it a little bit less black. And when you bring this down, it'll put black there. That looks pretty good. Now group it together, Control G, Control D, and alternate C to have it rotate from the center. And then we're going to rotate it 90 degrees, Control D, Control D. Now let's put a black box around it, see what it looks like. Go up to, turn it black, go up to Object, Order, Back a Page. That looks pretty good. Anyway, hope that gave you an idea or two. And thank you for watching. And the reason I didn't do the yellow just looks dirty when you do this right here. But this, I like the thinner lines, and it kind of makes it look like it's actually going back behind it. I could have gone a little bit closer, and I could have gone without any at all and done that. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.